Good evening, fellas. Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay, guys, for Friday evening, the topic of the video for this evening will be upcoming builds for winter. Okay, guys, I crowded up a bunch of kits a while ago, laying around during my cleanup. I got stuff back there I haven't seen in ages. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 right here. I'll probably be doing this winter time, and it'll keep me busy. And I'll be building other models too, other builds next to these also. So I'm going to be a busy man this winter time because I have a gut feeling we're in for a cruising and bruising of a cold, bitter winter. And snow to boot. Okay, guys, this is going to be maybe a two-part video. It's too much stuff here for 20 minutes. A lot of information on the kit itself will take a long time. And of course, I like to ramble, and so it's going to be a time-consuming video. So get yourself a cup of coffee, a shot of whiskey, or whatever floats your delight, and enjoy the video. And this is for you, fellas. I'd like to thank all you guys out there for your great comments on Mr. Sir Martin Lamott's Bomber Command group build among entries. Whew, but that's a lot of work, fellas. On those beautiful looking English airplanes I was doing, and a lot of time, and I love my English airplanes, and I'm very honored to be in Sir Martin's Bomber Command group build. Thank you, Martin, for letting me in, sir. Okay, in the beginning, I'm not going to start these in order, but these 5 kits right here that I'm going to be showing you, what I'll be building this winter time. Now I got to finish up the Connie first and get this F3H Demon below me and get that scored away and get that ready for final painting, and get that boxed up and sit down below in the bosun locker. And I'll bring out some other things too and get involved with some more buddy builds and build these right here on the side to accommodate the buddy build. Okay, in the beginning we're going to start out with an old kit right here, guys. So feature your peepers on this, and we'll get the camera, we'll zoom in on this makeshift workbench I got right here, and show you what old Frankie Day has got in store. Right here, this is a 1978 Marine model kit of the Gearing class destroyer. Now I'll take this camera and we'll zoom in the box back here, and we'll see the end tag of it, of the description of the model, if you guys can see it. There you go, that's the end of the kit right there. Part of the lighting system, fellas. I don't know if you can see that with this light or not. Okay, here's the kit. I fiddled with the hull. The kit gives you a basswood hull. This thing is about 25.5 inches long. It's a scale of 192, 1/16 scale. This is the Gearing class destroyer, and it came out in 1945. It came out late in World War II. Actually, these were large versions of the Summer class destroyers, and these were almost 400 feet long. These things were. They're very long. I was on a frame class, Fletcher type class destroyer, and USS William C. Law, and GD 747, and this right here is a Gearing class. Now this is an old kit, and the contents gives you a basswood hull like that with blue jackets. And the hull is somehow pre-carved, pretty much to the plans. And you got these back here. These are called knucks. This is with a duplicating machine. This is where it is hooked up to a piece of stock. The same thing on the bow. I've been sanding this hull down, guys. I made a bunch of templates up from the plans, and this hull's right on. Except I gotta sand these knucks. Now you had the knucks on here too. And when we make these solid hulls like this, it's like a big old piece of wood stock, and they got a duplicating machine that cuts the hull. So you're tracing the master hull, and the other one is duplicating the same thing you're doing with the left hand, and comes out with this hull. So this is a basswood hull right here, and I've been sanding on it, get it into shape, and they give you these fittings. Now these kits here are ancient. Remodel kits put out since 1930s. They're along with Blue Jacket, been around for a long time, but they're no longer in business anymore. And so Blue Jacket is. Blue Jacket is the oldest model company in the world. And they're still going strong. The kits are very expensive. I think I paid $39 for this whole kit one time. I think I bought this back in '78 or '79. I bought it down at Carl's Hobby Shop, I remember. Inside the contents of this box here, I put bubble wrap in there to keep it from all the parts from fraying. And they give you all these parts right here, as you can see. These are all white metal. All white metal. And this baggage got life rafts, quality floats, screws, quality float lockers, medicals, bits, everything. And the other baggie here, you got stacks, twin 5-inch 38 mounts. One sack over here, you got pedestals. And you got balsa wood, you got a wooden dowel right here, which is supposed to be the mast. And you got your pedestals right here for your display stand. One thing I like about these marine model kits, fellas, is that they give you everything in one kit. Now, Billings, for example, those of you who are familiar with Billings, is a pretty good example of their fittings, of their kits. A lot of their kits, Billings kits, most of their kits by Billings, is that you got to buy the kit first and purchase the fittings later, because that way they keep the price of the kit down. And in case if you're going to go through the build of the model, you can always order the fitting set later on. But remodels, they give you the hook, hit, and the boodle. They give you the instructions right here. I haven't looked this thing up in years. This thing is really old. Some instructions, tips, painting, how to do it and everything. So here's the main plan right here. And as you can see, you got the profile, you got the deck. Here's the hull itself right here. It's a nice kit. So I'll probably be doing this. And I will give a thorough review of the kit, guys, just to break down a little bit and show you what's in these ancient kits that you get from remodels. And of course, they give you a catalog of kits. Like I said before, guys, this kit does no longer exist anymore. The marine model company, they went out like the dodo. They went out probably by oh good grief, by 1980. Because I remember about the Sea Witch off them, guys. So you bought the last one. That's what you mean. Did they make this anymore? I said, no, they ain't gonna make that no more either. The company's going out of business. I remember at Carl's Hobby Shop when I bought this. I bought the Sea Witch and bought this too. Right here is your baseboard right here with the models on. You got to drill your holes here and run your pedestals up there. And you got to pre-drill your screws to the keelson of the hull and screw it on there. And right here is the top of your superstructure. You got to cut it per plans. And you got a lot of sundries here, like wood parts right here. They give you. Pilot houses. This is where your control room's at. Directors. All kinds of stuff here. Wire. Everything. Everything but the completed model. So when you buy a model like this, don't think it's going to be a complete kit there. It isn't. You got to put it together. And you just got to build these things by per plans. And so this kit's going to probably be about a 3-month-old kit to build. Maybe I could probably do it in 2 months easy. It don't seem to be that difficult. Opposed to making a full clipper ship or a smash galleon or a ship of the line. So this is the Marine model, 1978, 79, I think it is. I can't remember. I think it was about within a year or two of that. Kit of the USS Gearing, of the Gearing class destroyer. Like I said, the Gearing class destroyers, fellas, they came out in the end of World War II. They came out too late to serve to replace the Fletchers, and so they more or less used them throughout the Cold War. Okay, that completes USS Fletcher. Now, I got another treat over here I'd like to show you guys. I think you guys will like this. And it's going to be a very beautiful kit. Kitty Hawk, OS2 Chansbot, OS2U Kingfisher. 1/32 scale. I got a good deal on this airplane. Went to Smitty's Hobby Shop. The kit sells for $100. You marked it down to $78.99, which ain't too bad. Of course, he knows me, good customer, being a vet. He knocked another $10 off on it. So I got this thing for $68.99. And it's a very beautiful kit. It's state of art. It's up to par to what's out there today. I believe this is a newly released kit, and a very expensive kit, and a very beautiful kit. I looked at it once when I first got it, and believe you me, it's very nice. And it's a multimedia kit. It's got everything in it. And we're going to take a peep at it right now. Now, before we take a peep at the contents of the box, of the kit itself, there's a lot of optionals here you can use. The OS2U Kingfisher, my father worked on these a lot. He was on the Oklahoma when he was working on one of these. My father was an aviation machinist mate, and he worked on a lot of these. And he told me most of them came in like this. Then he had to send away for the floats. The floats had to be manufactured, done aboard ship in the hangar days. So the option they give you on here, which will be the same thing you see on the side panel, will be on the color sheet of color schedules, whatever selection you may choose of the aircraft. You got right here, you at 1941, which is probably intermediate blue or navy sea blue. The blue gray, it's probably it's blue gray. It's yeah, blue gray color. Intermediate came out after blue gray. Blue gray is almost like a real light blue color. I got some blue gray up there somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I'm not gonna dig it out now. Anyway, these are blue gray, and they probably were light gray. They weren't white. They were light gray. This here looks like a dark sea blue with white. Right here is USS Pennsylvania BB-38, 1940. You can make it this way with the undercarriage. But like I said, when they hauled these aboard those battleships, they had Chanspot made the special pontoons of them. Because these things were, in the first place, weren't designed to be float planes. These were designed to be trainers. Then they found out that they're very versatile for amphibious work as flying boats, as seaplanes, as scout aircraft. that can reconnaissance aircraft, which they use these for. On the other side is more to come, fellas. You got the Royal Air Force, 1943, right here. Looks like a sky underneath there. X dark sea gray, dark slate gray probably. Color schedule on this one here. And English mark, British markings. They give you a decal sheet of all these markings. Everything you see on here, there's a whole decal sheet. You'll be seeing it once I pop this box out. And here is aboard the USS Arizona. And it looks like to me it's kind of like a light gold gray to use with a light gray on the bottom, but I never see it like that in Arizona. But I do know at Pearl Harbor these things were painted blue-gray. And here's more of it right here. They got the engine covers are opened up so you can access to the engine. It had a beautiful, I don't know if they had Wright Cyclone or Pratt & Whitney. I don't know what type of engine they use. And it's a beautiful airplane, guys. Okay, we're going to back off with the camera a little bit. It's hard to judge distance with such a small monitor, guys, you know. So I imagine if the subject is inside the LED screen, I think it's pretty much there anyway, because my problem I'm trying to figure out is the distance and how close to get to everything. So, okay, we're going to take the box off. I already reviewed this kit already by myself. I was very, very well pleased by what I seen. The transparencies are in here. Beautiful. Kitty Hawk did a good job. And on the transparencies, I think they're inside the a paper bag too. Let's see. Yeah. Look at that. Now you talk about excellent shipment. That's excellent. That is a very detailed right here. You can see on the screens here on the windows. Very crisp. Man, I tell you one thing, put some Tamiya tape on that, you can just, we have no problem seeing the framework on these windows here. Very clear, beautiful, and I like the way they ship it. This is your box right here. It goes, the contents goes right back in here, where it came out of. Taking great care you don't break nothing in there, because this is an awful expensive kit, so you don't manhandle this thing too bad to extent of breakage. Okay, we're going to back out a little bit so we can get show the contents of the box. Instruction booklet. They give you a full color guide of all this. You've got the Soviet Union. The paint schedule on this. Gloss white with some kind of a blue color. Gray blue. Gray. Federal Standard color. FS 36, 37, 5. That's almost like a blue-gray. That's the Soviet Union. Now we've got the British right here. That's what I like. All sky color. Dark green over medium sea gray. Now, domestic paint schedule. United States Navy, 1941. Gloss white underside. Top side color is, they don't tell you. I gotta look at some more here, fellas. I was looking at it before and said, man, how come they give you the white underneath there, but the top they don't give you the top color? Either that's a looks like a dark intermediate blue, but it's supposed to be a 1941. This thing's supposed to be painted blue-gray. Now, it gets better.